Meantime, it is a big week for President Joe Biden as he faces growing calls to end his reelection bid. This morning, NewsNation confirming that a meeting among Democratic senators to talk about the president's future has now been canceled. The president, who today is looking to calm the concerns within his own party, spent the weekend campaigning, trying to reassure voters about his age and whether he is fit for office. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey is live for us at the White House this morning. Tom, talk to us about this canceled meeting with Democratic senators. What do we know?
Hey, good morning, Brooke. Yeah, Senator Mark Warner, a Democrat from Virginia, was apparently the one organizing this meeting of senators, all to talk about President Joe Biden's campaign and that very bad debate performance 2 weeks ago. But like you said, sources tell NewsNation that meeting has since been canceled this week after Senator Warner was apparently upset that details of the meeting leaked to the media. But Senator Warner, like I said, this whole meeting was apparently a chance for senators to come together and talk about their concerns about the Biden campaign, with Senator Warner apparently trying to gather support to bring calls for President Joe Biden to withdraw his campaign. Senator Warner very concerned about the impact of President Joe Biden's campaign on other congressional races, including a Senate race in Virginia. But, Brooke, the timing of that meeting obviously very notable, because on Sunday, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries held a meeting with some of the leading Democrats on the Hill, ranking members of committees about their ongoing concerns about President Joe Biden's campaign. And more lawmakers spoke up about President Joe Biden, wanting him to withdraw his campaign. Take a look at this list right here. We know Representatives Jerry Nadler, Mark Takano, Adam Smith, and Joe Morelli now join a list of 5 House Democrats who have already come forward calling for President Joe Biden to withdraw. The next big thing to watch for this week, tomorrow morning, House Democrats plan to hold their first caucus meeting, their first big gathering together on Capitol Hill since that debate performance. We may see more calls for President Joe Biden to withdraw his campaign. We may also see other lawmakers coming out in support of the president, Brooke.
And Tom, this morning, as the president's trying to calm some of those concerns, his office is also dealing with some controversy, right, about a few recent radio interviews that the president did. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, more negative headlines coming out about President Joe Biden as well as his campaign team, with 2 recent radio interviews held in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, and details of the Biden campaign allegedly providing scripted questions to those radio hosts. Keep in mind, there's very big concerns right now about President Joe Biden's unscripted moments, how he could react in that, and his overall preparedness as a candidate. So this is only adding on to those concerns. And what's interesting, Brooke, is that it actually led to one of the radio hosts losing their job. The radio station issuing a statement saying that it was the radio hosts themselves who arranged this interview with President Joe Biden and asked those scripted questions. But again, this is all really adding on to the concerns. The White House press team actually releasing a statement in response to this, saying, quote, "While interview hosts have always been free to ask whatever questions they please, moving forward, we will refrain from offering suggested questions." So again, these negative headlines really starting to pile up for President Joe Biden, and this week going to be very key for him to project sort of more confidence and to sort of ease those concerns. Brooke?
Yeah, an incredibly pivotal week for the president. Tom Dempsey in D.C. for us. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.